Welcome back, everybody. Now, today we're going to be taking a look again at the Dr. Dreadful's Zombie Lab. Now, in my last video, we assembled the lab. That's what you see here in front of me. It was kind of a fun, easy build. So pretty much anybody can do this. In fact, this box says it's for 5+ years old, though clearly anybody that young is going to need a little bit of parental assistance. But it seems like a relatively easy thing to assemble, and it looks like it could be a lot of gross fun. So we're going to check that out today and start with one of the treats. Now the box indicates that it can make up to 40 treats, but that's not realistic in terms of, well, you're not making 40 different treats. You get to make 5 different treats in, I guess, some combination that might add up to a quantity of 40. But the treats that you're going to be able to make, according to the instructions here, are some zombie skin. We're going to do that one today, just because it falls first in the instructions. You can also make bubbling brains, zombie bugs, and zombie barf. Now, the zombie bugs, there are actually 2 different bugs. You do the worm, that's this sort of thing here, or the spider that's in his little, they call it a monocle, but it kind of reminds me of like a pirate's eye patch. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get to those eventually. So stay tuned if you want to watch all of those fun concoctions and see how they get put together and taste and smell, and who knows, we'll see. But like I said, today we're going to do the zombie skin. It looks relatively easy, but the unfortunate part is it doesn't really require the use much of the lab. I mean, I suppose once we make the zombie skin, you could slap it on his face here somewhere, but the only thing that we really need are the beaker, or not, I don't know, little mixing cup here, the little tweezer things, and the spoon. So I'm actually going to set Mr. Zombie Man over here so that we can make room for our concoction, because this is actually going to be a quick and easy one. What we need is some water, and it says in the instructions that this water needs to be very warm. Do not use cold water. So I just took this out a few minutes ago from my Insta-Hot water machine, so it should be about as hot as I can get it. And then we need a plate or a piece of wax paper. I, being the overachiever, have put some wax paper on a plate, so hopefully that'll work. And then lastly, there are a number of these mixes that come with the product, and we are going to need the skin mix. So it seems like this is kind of a hefty package. It says it's 46 grams in here. And actually on the back of the box, we see some nutritional information. I know I tried avoiding that in the last video, but it looks like the skin candy mix, there's about 5 servings in this little packet, and each serving is about 35 calories. So let's go ahead and see again what we need to do. We need to add the ingredients and stir until smooth in our little mixing cup here. It's going to need 4 level scoops of skin mix, 4 level scoops of warm water, and then pour onto the wax paper, refrigerate for 10 minutes, then peel and eat. So let's go ahead and try and open this thing here. Of course, I didn't bring any scissors, so will it tear? It will not. I think I'm going to need scissors. No, it's going to rip open. Okay. It's probably not going to be the easiest to get out of here, but let's see what happens. 4 level scoops of skin mix. Now, this is that little spoon thing that came with the package, so all right, there's one. I was reading the instructions, or not the instructions, I'm sorry, some reviews too, on Amazon. And aside from the fact that all this stuff's supposed to taste pretty horrible, they do say you need to mix it in pretty exact quantities to make it work. So there's my 4 level scoops of the mix. I'm just going to set that aside. Take my hot water. 4 level scoops of water. 1, 2, 3, 4. It smells good. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's kind of like looks like a watermelon consistency. No, but it smells like cherry. So go ahead and give that a good stir. I guess you got to stir it really well. And let's go ahead and pour it out onto the plate. All right, now the instructions didn't really say how thin we should make that. Wasn't really sure if I should sort of like make it spread out more on there. But again, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and throw this in the refrigerator, and then we will wait 10 minutes and come back and see what our zombie skin looks like. And voila, we have our zombie flesh. Now really it just kind of looks like a red gummy blob. I don't really get a whole lot of zombie flesh, but I do like the color. It actually kind of reminds me of like blood splatters. But you know, it smells really good. It smells just like a, you know, sort of a cherry candy. But let's go ahead and peel this off and see how it tastes. All right, here we have our tongs. Let's go ahead and see. I don't even know if you really need these tongs or if they're actually going to be helpful at all. I think it is more just a toy to play with. Or maybe you use them because it's so sticky. When I tried washing out the materials we used, that stuff that was just basically touching the beaker was just like rock solid on there. It took a while scrubbing to get it off. There we go. There is our zombie flesh. And it wants to stick to the wax paper. All right, the only thing left to do is taste this. It's starting to make me a little nervous because it's just like this big blob of goo. But let's see. It's really not too sticky, so that's all right. Now, again, oh, it kind of sticks to itself. It's actually, it's kind of fun to play with. Now, it doesn't really have anything to do with this guy. I mean, I guess you could just stick it on there somehow, and it does actually seem to want to stick to it. So if you wanted to be like, there's the zombie flesh, let's peel it off, that would work, I suppose. But it is not appealing looking. I don't want to eat this, but I guess I'm going to have to. Let's see. It tears apart pretty easy, which is kind of cool, kind of gross and fun for kids, right? I was kind of hoping it would taste like, oh, what do you call it? Those sort of peelable, peel and eat fruit, gummy stuff things, fruit by the foot or whatever the heck it's called, I don't know. But it doesn't. It tastes just like Jell-O. And I hate Jell-O. So, aside from that nasty Jell-O-y consistency, it actually has a pretty decent flavor. It's very tart and sweet. I like the flavor. My hands are so sticky from touching this, though. I'm gonna have to remember for the next video to wear some gloves or something. But that's it. I'm not gonna finish this. But overall, I think it's a fun little toy. I think kids, again, are going to have much more fun playing with this than eating it. But I'm having fun. I'm not giving this one a fail. I think it's a good pass. It's fun. So I don't know what else to say. It's not good. It's fun. So let's see. What's next on the list? All right. So we still have, again, the bubbling brains, the zombie bugs, the zombie barf. I'm not sure which one we're going to do in the next video, but stay tuned to find out. And until then, have a good night, and bon appetit.